calling in the highest and purest frequency of divine love, calling in the highest and purest frequency of divine love, calling in the highest and purest frequency of divine love. Shuru no toro no toro no toro no tono no 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 mai shite kukuai shite kaishu mai shite shushuai kai shite kukumuko e shite kukuai shite no Guru tutu no shutukumo 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 shutuku turuku e shite kukuai shite kukumo shutukumo kukuai shite Hey, ko 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 ko. Hey, ko 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 ko. Hey, ko no 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 sho. Eo ekai shutuku, eo ekai shutuku, eo ekai shutuku, mai shutuku, mai shutuku. Ikuko no to shutuku e ai te ke shuko ko ai shite ke nai shutuku komo shutuku mo e shai sa. Seeing the presence of this beam of light, pure white light streaming down into the space around you. Kukuai shite tuno tukuai shutuku musutuku shutuku ai site nai shutukuru tututu mai shite kai shutuku ukuru no tukuai uturu tututu aisha. Feel it moving through your body, entering your vessel through the crown of your head into your energy channel, your pillar, your spine. Nakara ishutukumo shotoku ai shite kara isete kukumaisha. Rukuai shutukuru kuru 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 mai shite karai mai sete kukuai shutuku. Allow this white light of purification to move through your spinal column. Also, your pranic tube. Karai sete kukuno shutukuai sete ka. Move through your entire being and flush out everything that is inauthentic to you. Karai mai shutukuru kuai shite kaka ishite kukua ishite kaka ishite kukua ishite kira 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 urukua ishite kukumai shutukukumai 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 rukua ishutukuru kuru 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 setera ishutukuru kuru kuru ai shite kuru kuru mai shutukukukukukukukuku. Allow this light to move through every single organ, every single cell in your body, to release and purify all that is inauthentic to you, all that you are ready to release. You do not need to know mentally what they are, because energetically everything that is no longer in alignment will be released. Kurua e maisha, kurua e maisha, kurua maisha te tuku. Uru tuturuku ishite na tukua ishite kra isutukukuma. Kra ishutukuma kaka ishite kukuma ishite kukuma ishite. Kukumai moise shuerai shite. Allow this gentle light, this liquid light, to move through your body. Karai mai shu, and flush out all of this out of your body through the base of your spine. Release it into earth, the land beneath you. With so much gratitude for Earth's ability to transmute this into light. Harai shitenai, harai shitenai, harai shitenai. Kumaisha sasasa. Now seeing, sensing, feeling this light, harmonizing, calibrating your entire being, all the cells, all the atoms in your body, your frequency, back into the highest and purest vibration of light, of love, of purity. Guru kukumai shite, guru kukumai shite, guru kukumai shite, guru kukumai shite, kai sai sai mai shite, kukumai sai shutu, kukumai sai shutu, kukumai sai shutu. Hera 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 ishite ra ishere te 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 te, hera 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 ishite ra ishite ra ishite, hera 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 ishite te ra. Straighten your spine. Makaraishi, 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 kukanaishi, te kukumusutuku, kukumusutuku, mukukumusutuku, kikinaishiteka. Shuraisi, shuraisi, shuraisi. Your spinal health is important. Shukuru kuru umu, shutukuru kuru kuru kuru, kuru kuru kuru. Straighten your spine. Kuru 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 mai shite karaisa. Straighten your spine. For your spinal strength is a representation of your spiritual strength, your spiritual clarity. Makarai shite kukumai shite kanai shite kukumai shite. Ukuru kukuru, ukuru kukuru, ukuru kukuru, mai shite karai shite kukumai shite kukumai shite kukumai shite. Ka shite na 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 na. Correct your posture. Swimming is a great way to correct the spinal alignment. If you need to go to a chiropractor and you have access to that, that's great. But swimming is a great way to realign your spine in the most natural way possible. Makara ishite kukunu tutu kukuma ishite kukuma ishite kukuma ishite. Kuku ishite na, kuku ishite na. The straighter your spine, the purer, the stronger your connection is with Source. Kara ishite kukuma ishite kara, which really is within you. Marakara ishite kana isite kunu shutukuru ere kara ishite kara ishite kara ishite kara. Infusing your vessel with the highest and purest frequency of divine love. This love that through you spreads throughout the planet, the people around you, the universe, the galaxies. This divine love is the antidote to the poison that we have been fed. It is the antidote to the great forgetting. Akai shite no koko ushuto koko ushuto koko ushuto koko era eshite kumo hai shite kira eshite kana eshite koko maisha. Kira e shuto kokuma e shite kokuma e shite kokuma e shite. Pierce through the illusion and see the truth of it all. Makara e shite kokuma e shite kokuma e shite koko no sotoku. That separation is an illusion. Makara e shite kokoro toto. And while it is an illusion, we do need it to remember, to reconnect. So use it. Kuruma e sete ka e shutuko. The different representations of the gods, the goddesses. Kara e shite no nuku. Kuaisha, religion. It is not wrong. In fact, it is so useful for spirit, for source, for the divine to reconnect back with us through these archetypes, because we are living in a plane of duality. And while separation is an illusion, this individualization is real. We can't bypass this. It's not meant to. But we use this to reconnect. Krai mai sete kutunu wa isata kashutu mai sata kashutu wa sata kashutu wa sata kashutu. Krai shete no kukuma isete no tu kukuma ese no tu kukuma sha sa sa sha sa. The most important thing is to be aware that all these different ways, gods, goddesses, archetypes, religion, philosophies, are really all part of the same. Not one is right, not the other is wrong. It is all talking about the same thing. In its own different ways, so that it connects with us as individuals, depending on our frequency. That lineage, that template frequency finds us, and every one of it has its place. Harai shete kukumoto kuru hukuru hutuku hukuru hutuku hukuru hutuku sha maisa shasa maishasa maishasa. See everything in love. Have compassion for everything. And that is how life will light up. It will become less heavy. And your reality will shift accordingly. So I felt guided to pull some cards as well. And I haven't used these cards, the Work Your Light deck, in a while, but it was really calling me to pull some cards from it, and a couple of cards fell out. The first card that fell out is this card. And it says, where are you being called to journey to? And in this card, there are pictures of these sacred monuments, sacred sites. And the message here really is about following your heart. Where is your heart guiding you to? Is it a place? Is it to leave a job? Is it to leave a relationship? Is it to reconnect with someone? Is it to move out of your current place to somewhere else? Is it to go somewhere? To travel somewhere? Your heart, this inner voice within you, this nudge, this intuition, this is your higher self communicating with you. Many people don't realize that they have the connection. That inner voice is evidence that the subtle realm, the divine, is communicating with you as much as you're trying to communicate with it. It is two-way. It is never a one-sided relationship. It is two-way. But because we have been taught to quiet that, to ignore that, because of the stimulation, the overstimulation from the world, from our world right now, that we can't hear this voice anymore, and we thought that to connect with it, we need to be a psychic, we need to have these abilities, but no. It is there, constantly. These feelings that you get, intuitive nudges, they are your higher self, your team, your guides, God, the source, the universe, the creator, communicating with you. So start to pay attention to that if you haven't already been paying attention to it. Start to take it more seriously instead of just pushing it aside and labeling it as I'm thinking too much, or this is just something that my mind made up. Start to take it more seriously. Start to work towards following it. It's a muscle that needs to be trained. And the more that you train that, the more sensitive you become to that, and the more stronger the connection is. And the second card that I pulled from another deck is this angelic frequency. Angels are here, you're safe. Potent connection. And it really just confirms the message that the connection is there, and it is really potent. Again, we've just been so programmed to be disconnected with it, but it is always there. It is our divine nature. We are a spirit in a body, so it is our divine nature to be connected to the spirit world whilst having a human experience. This is our reality. We are both spirit and human. So this angelic frequency that was coming through, this divine love that was coming through, that was a very gentle clearing that was happening with the light of purification coming through. It is not an intense clearing, it is a very gentle way of clearing out the things that are no longer, or rather, has never been authentic to you. It is not a part of your divine template, and it is being cleared out so that we can reconnect back to this divine template that we've been born with. And you're always so supported by your team. If you can see how big of a frequency your team is, you would laugh at your worries, because they just aren't even relevant at all. When you connect with this support system that is beyond your physical, the worries that you have just dissolve. They just don't matter, because it's just your lower mind making these things up. And it is part of the practice to observe that, not shut that down completely. The mind is important, but we want to access the higher mind rather than stay in the lower mind. So we don't want to kill the mind. We don't want to kill the ego. A soul-aligned ego is important, or rather a soul-aligned mind, higher mind, many terms for it, is important because we are in a human body and we need this aspect of ourselves to execute things that we receive in our meditation. Otherwise, it's just gonna be just energy. It's not gonna take form. So we do need this physical body to help us to execute these things and to bring these things into reality. So it is important. It's about understanding where it's coming from, the frequency of it. Is it holding you back, or is it empowering you, or is it helping you, or not? The last card, I was actually pulling it, and the message was to not flip this over, and to only flip this over at the end of the transmission. So now I'm gonna flip this over. Guess what? The Pleiades. I mean, I was just doing a session earlier today, and the Pleiadians, the presence of the Pleiadians were very much there. The mothership of the Pleiadians were very much there, and the message that's coming through right now is also to share with all of you here tuning in that the Pleiadians are always watching over us. They're always guiding us. And the mothership of the Pleiadians are anchored and stationed here on Earth. The vision that I saw was this ship that is actually bigger than planet Earth itself. So really it's kind of like hovering over planet Earth, but it's stationed close to planet Earth in order to watch over and to assist humanity. And the Pleiadians are working with very specific beings. Here in the subtext it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So if you're tuning in and if you connect with this frequency that is coming through, especially if you really resonate with this, it is a confirmation that you have a mission that is beyond yourself. And this mission is about uplifting humanity, and that you are a very special being. You are not like a normal human being, because if you are, you probably wouldn't even chance on this video. There's just no way that this supreme consciousness would have guided you here to watch this and resonate with this. You would have dropped out. You would have dropped out earlier on in this video. You are a soul, and a particularly advanced one that had lifetimes in planets outside of Earth, in very advanced planets, even ancient civilizations on Earth that were very advanced. For example, the Egyptians and the Atlanteans and the Lemurians. And that it is time for you to remember this mission of yours. You are awakening to something, and you are remembering things. And that the Pleiadians are a part of your team, galactic team, spirit team, whatever you want to call it. They are part of your team, and they're guiding you. You are so important for this mission that there is no way that you will not be supported unless you choose otherwise. There is just no way. And this is bigger than yourself, and therefore obviously you will have support that is beyond your comprehension. It might not feel like that at this point, but this is a message for you to hold in your awareness, in your heart, that one day you will remember this seed that has been planted into you, and you will understand what it means. So you're special and you're important, and whatever your heart is calling you to do, trust it. Wherever your heart is calling you to go, trust it. The angels are with you as well, and remember that the connection is strong. Everything that you need is within you. There will be people in your life that you'll be guided to that will activate you, perhaps guide you, mentor you, help you, support you in one way or another. But always remember to not develop a codependent relationship with them, because they are there to guide you back to the truth, guide you back to yourself. If not, they're taking your power away from you, and run far from them. Use your discernment. These people that you will meet along the way, there will be some that are distractions, but there will be those that will reveal the truth to you, and that will remind you that everything that you need is within you, and you don't need to depend on anybody. They're there to help you remember this and to walk this journey with you. But at the end of the day, the answers are all within you. They act like activators, door openers, keys. You can have these relationships. It's not bad at all. As humans, we crave connection, community. But always have an awareness of where it's coming from you, not codependency. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, resonated with this, let me know in the comments below. And you resonate deeply with my frequency, feeling called to work with me on a deeper level, I do offer one-on-one sessions. All the information is in the description box below and on my website. So I'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much. Much love.